I was told I wasn't needed at Thanksgiving. We're keeping it small this year. Then I saw photos. Everyone there. Smiling. Even the neighbors. I said nothing. Until Dad texted. Still covering our $2,900 mortgage, right? I replied, absolutely. Then canceled his card. His panic began at 7:43 a.m., 53 missed calls. I don't think we'll need you this year for Thanksgiving. We're keeping it small. Dad's voice was as casual as if he were telling me the weather forecast. Oh, okay. I managed, though the words felt like gravel in my throat. Yeah, just immediate family. You understand, he continued. But don't forget, the mortgage payment, right? $2,900 is due soon. We appreciate you helping us with that. Of course, I whispered, letting the familiar wave of cold numbness roll over me. I hung up and stared at my phone. Thanksgiving. Small. Family. Except I wasn't family, not really. I was a walking ATM, a convenient donor, a silent backup. They didn't even bother lying this time. Didn't even dress it up with some excuse about me being too busy or the house being too full. 3 days later, I was on a break at work, scrolling through my phone, sipping coffee that tasted like cardboard, when I saw it. A photo, glowing on my screen like a slap. My family's living room. The long, polished table set with roasted turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, the whole spread. My mom, laughing, her wine glass lifted. Dad, red-faced and grinning. My sister, Sarah, leaning into her boyfriend, who had his arm around her. Even the neighbors were there. All of them. Together. Smiling. Everyone. Except me. My breath caught in my chest, turning jagged. For a moment, I thought maybe I was seeing things, a trick of the screen. But then I saw the caption. Thankful for family. Grateful for everyone who made it. Everyone. I didn't call. I didn't text. I didn't do anything. I just stared at that picture, at their faces, feeling that familiar pressure behind my eyes, the silent ache I'd lived with for years. At 7:43 the next morning, Dad's text came in. Hey, just confirming you're still covering our $2,900 mortgage, right? I stared at the screen. A question? No. A demand. An expectation. I typed back, absolutely. Then I opened my banking app, found the automatic payment for their mortgage, and canceled it. My phone stayed silent for exactly 4 hours and 19 minutes. Then it exploded. First a call, then another. 3, 5, 12, 20. By 8 p.m., the count had hit 53. I didn't answer a single one. I didn't need to. I knew exactly what they were thinking, but they had no idea what was coming. I let them stew in their own panic for a full day. 53 missed calls, desperate voicemails, even Sarah's pathetic Facebook post calling me selfish. But I wasn't done. Not even close. See, they didn't just forget about me. They used me. I was never part of their family. I was their insurance policy, their safety net. And now they were going to feel what it meant to lose that. The first strike was the mortgage. I'd been covering it for nearly 3 years. Dad lost his job, or rather, quit when his boss wouldn't promote him, and Mom's part-time job was nothing more than her selling overpriced essential oils to her Facebook friends. They never told me I was paying for the whole house. They just casually asked me for a little help with the mortgage. That little help turned into me paying $2,900 every single month. So I called the bank, asked to remove the auto payment. The agent was polite. Would you like to set a new payment date? No, I said. I'd like it canceled. 10 minutes later, a text from Dad. Hey, something's wrong with the mortgage payment. It didn't go through. Can you check on it? I ignored it. But I wasn't done. Mom had a credit card, one I co-signed because she needed it for emergencies. Those emergencies apparently included online shopping, takeout, and her bi-weekly spa trips. Balance: $3,700. I canceled the card. The bank would send her a notification. Then there was Sarah's car. A sleek, red SUV she bragged about to all her friends. A car I co-signed on because she promised she'd take over payments in a few months. Spoiler, she never did. I called the dealership, told them I wanted to initiate a voluntary repossession. Oh, sir, are you sure? I'm sure. 3 moves. 3 small cuts. But enough to start the bleeding. My phone stayed quiet for the rest of the night. Too quiet. Then morning came. 7:43 a.m. Dad again. First a call. Then another. 6 in a row. Then a text. This is serious. They're saying we're overdue. Call me. 8:10 a.m. Mom's turn. Her voice in a voicemail, shaky and desperate. Sweetheart, please, there's a mistake. The mortgage, it's past due. And my card, they said it's been canceled. Can you help us fix this? By noon, Sarah exploded in a group chat with me and my parents. Sarah, you did this, didn't you? This is because you're mad you weren't invited. Me, what exactly did I do, Sarah? Sarah, don't play dumb. My car payment, they're saying it's going to be repossessed. Me, must be a mistake. Maybe you should try making a payment for once. The chat fell silent, but then I got a private message from her. You're just trying to hurt us back because you're upset. Always were. Jealous of me because mom and dad love me more. Go ahead, ruin everything. It's the only way you'll feel important. Jealous. The word hung in my mind like a spark near a gas tank. I tapped on her profile. Looked at the pictures. All those photos of her with my parents, all those vacations, birthdays, family gatherings I wasn't even invited to. I scrolled through, feeling the ache turning into something cold, something sharp. Then I found it. One of her posts, 2 weeks ago. Family is everything. So grateful to have real family around. Real family. The bile rose in my throat, but I forced it down. No. No more anger. Only action. I remembered something. Mrs. Carmichael, the nosy neighbor next door. She was always taking pictures at family events, posting them all over Facebook. So I sent her a friendly message. Hi, Mrs. C. Hope you're doing well. Did you get any nice photos at Thanksgiving this year? I missed out and would love to see everyone. She replied almost instantly, thrilled someone was interested. Within minutes, I had 7 crystal clear photos. My parents, laughing over the turkey. Sarah and her boyfriend cuddled on the couch. Even the neighbors, everyone was there. Everyone but me. Perfect. I saved them. Then I sent one to my mom, just the photo with a single text. Did you have a good time with your small family? She read it instantly. No reply. But the calls started again. Mom, Dad, even Sarah. I ignored them all. That night, I ordered pizza, opened a bottle of wine, and stared at my phone as it vibrated and buzzed with their desperation. They weren't sorry. They were scared. Because the one thing they feared more than losing me was losing my money. The next morning, Dad tried to turn the tables. Listen, enough games. We raised you. We sacrificed for you. This is how you repay us. I texted back. Raised me? Or used me? This isn't repayment. It's a refund. By afternoon, I got a new notification. Sarah had posted another status. Some people will destroy their own family for attention, but real family never gives up. It was public. The comments were a mess of support for her cousins, aunts, old family friends, all talking about how ungrateful I was. They wanted to show. Fine. I give them one. I went through my messages, gathering them all. Every request for money. Every promise that it's just this one time. Every guilt trip. Every screenshot of me covering their bills, while they called me a softie behind my back. Then I made a folder. A neat, clean folder with all the proof, their betrayal in full color. And just to make it clear, I went one step further. I wrote a new post on my own profile. Family isn't who you're born with. It's who stands beside you. For years, I was there paying their bills, covering their mistakes. And when I wasn't needed, I was forgotten. But I'm done being a ghost. I won't be their safety net anymore. I attached one of the photos, the happy, laughing family I was never a part of. And I hit post. The notifications were instant. Comments flooded in, some shocked, some supportive, some accusing me of being dramatic. But I didn't care. Because the mask was off. They wanted me to be invisible. Now they couldn't look away. I watched the chaos unfold from the comfort of my couch. Notifications flooded my phone, missed calls from Mom, furious texts from Sarah, and Dad's desperate voicemails swinging between rage and pathetic pleas. I didn't answer any of them. I didn't need to. The truth was already a wildfire, and they were caught in the middle, trying to stamp it out with lies. But it wasn't enough. Not yet. That's when Mom texted me. The neighbors are having a barbecue for the 4th of July. You should come. It'll be fun. Everyone wants to see you. We'll show them what a strong family we are. A strong family. They still thought they could use me as a prop, parade me around as their successful son to impress the neighbors, pretending nothing was wrong. They wanted to show. Fine. I'd give them one they'd never forget. July 4th, Independence Day. American flags waved from porches, the air was thick with the scent of grilled meat, and laughter filled every yard. A celebration of family unity. The perfect place for the truth. They didn't know this would be their final performance. Mom texted me the day before. The neighbors are having a barbecue. You should come. It'll be fun. Everyone wants to see you. We'll show them what a strong family we are. A strong family. They really believed that. They thought they could parade me around like a successful son who always helps out, show off in front of the neighbors, then go back to using me as their personal ATM. I agreed. But this time, I wasn't coming as their son. I was coming as the truth. I arrived a bit late. The yard was already packed with guests. Laughter, music, the smell of grilled burgers. My family, all dressed in red, white, and blue, stood at the center, like the stars of the show. There he is. Dad's voice boomed the second he saw me, his grin too wide, too perfect. Our son. Always there for us, right? Mom rushed over, grabbing my arm, her smile so tight it looked painful. We're such a happy family. And our boy is always around to help us out. Sarah, holding a drink, shot me a smug glance. Yeah, always so generous. We couldn't manage without him. Neighbors looked at me, nodding, impressed. Someone even raised a glass. To a strong family. Strong? I smiled. For the first time in years, I felt calm. Really? I said, loud enough for everyone to hear. A strong family. Like the one you had at Thanksgiving? When I wasn't invited, but all of you were there. The laughter died instantly. Mom's face went pale. What are you talking about? Dad chuckled nervously. Or maybe it's strong because I've been paying for your house for the past 3 years, $2,900 every month. And I never even got a thank you. Neighbors exchanged glances. The whisper started. And Mom here, with her emergency credit card, $3,700 in debt for her shopping and spa trips. But she never thought twice because she knew I'd cover it. Stop it. Sarah stepped forward, her face red. Are you seriously trying to ruin this for us? Ruin. I pulled out my phone. If honesty ruins you, then maybe you should blame the lies. I tapped my phone, and the large screen the neighbors set up for a movie night flickered to life. A photo appeared, my family's Thanksgiving celebration. All of them smiling, laughing, with the neighbors. Without me. Look. A small family gathering. Everyone's there. Except me. Dad rushed towards the screen, but I stepped in his way. Don't. This is just the beginning. I swiped again. Screenshots filled the screen. Mom, don't worry, he always pays. He's too soft to say no. Sarah, yeah, I'll just say it's for the kids. He won't dare refuse. Dad, he gets upset, but he always helps eventually. The crowd went silent. Someone pulled out their phone to record. Is this true, Sarah? I looked directly at her. All these years you've been lying about me? Calling me selfish, greedy. But the truth is you've been taking advantage of me. You're insane. She hurled her drink to the ground, the glass shattering. You're just trying to make us look bad. Make you look bad? I laughed. I'm just showing the truth. Mom's voice quivered. Please, not here. Not in front of everyone. This is a family event. Family. I raised my phone higher. You're not a family. You're a group of users. You take, and never give anything back. Dad grabbed my arm, trying to force me away. Enough. Stop this. You're humiliating us. Humiliating you? I yanked my arm free. Is it more humiliating than being your personal wallet? Your convenient little backup plan? You used me. And now I'm done. I looked around at the neighbors. Some were shocked, others fascinated, some disgusted. They didn't invite me to Thanksgiving. They called me selfish. But here's the truth. They only love me when they need my money. Sarah lunged for the TV, trying to turn it off. But the images just kept cycling. Every screenshot, every insult, every fake apology. Stop it. You're destroying everything. She screamed, her voice cracking. Yes, I am, I said, my voice clear. But I'm not destroying a family. I'm destroying a lie. Mom fell to her knees, grabbing my hand, her tears fake, her voice a desperate whisper. Please. We can fix this. We can talk. I leaned down, meeting her eyes. You can fix this yourselves. Without me. I turned and walked away. Behind me, I heard Dad shouting, Sarah crying, Mom begging. But none of it touched me. Not anymore. I walked past the wide-eyed neighbors, their whispers chasing me. Some were recording. Some just stared. But for the first time in years, I didn't feel shame. I felt free. Silence. That's what followed the barbecue. Not just in my phone, in their lives. I didn't hear from them for a week. Then 2. But I didn't need to. I knew exactly what was happening. Their house was drowning in unpaid bills. The mortgage, now back under their names, was past due. The utilities, disconnected one by one. The credit card Mom used like her personal shopping spree? Canceled. The car Sarah drove, the one I co-signed for, was now in the dealer's lot, repossessed and ready for auction. They were crumbling. And I didn't lift a finger to stop it. Instead, I made a call. A simple call to the bank. Hi. I'd like to dispute the mortgage payments I've made for the last 3 years. I was misled. I paid them under the impression that I was a co-owner. But I'm not. The bank agent hesitated. Sir, that's a serious claim. We need to review the account. Please do. I have proof. And I did. Copies of the payments. Messages from mom and dad, calling it our house, asking me to cover our mortgage. Lies, all of them. 3 days later, I got a call back. Mr. Carter, after reviewing the case, we see significant misrepresentation. We can issue a partial refund of your payments as a settlement. I smiled. How much? $24,000. Perfect. Send it to my account. One win. But I wasn't done. Next, I called the credit card company. I need to report fraudulent use of a joint account. The other party made unauthorized purchases. They were surprisingly helpful. A week later, I received an email. The disputed charges have been reversed. $3,700 has been credited to your account. 2 wins. Finally, the car. I wasn't even planning on getting anything back for it. I just wanted Sarah to feel the sting. But the dealership called me. Mr. Carter, the repossessed vehicle has been auctioned. As a cosigner, you're entitled to a portion of the sale. After fees, your share is $4,200. 3 wins. In total, I got back over $30,000. Money I never thought I'd see again. But for them, it was a disaster. Their house was slipping away. The electricity and water were shut off. They were living by candlelight, rationing food, calling every relative they knew, trying to beg or borrow enough to stop the bleeding. But I wasn't the only one who knew the truth now. See, the barbecue video, the one where I exposed them, didn't just stay in the neighborhood. It went online. The neighbors talked, shared it, commented. It spread. Strangers started messaging me, telling me they'd gone through the same thing, used by family, drained dry. I wasn't alone, but my family was. Then, finally, they broke. It was a rainy Sunday when I heard a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I almost didn't answer. But then I saw them through the peephole. Mom, Dad, Sarah. They were soaked, their clothes clinging to their bodies, their faces pale, eyes hollow. I opened the door just enough to look at them. Please. Mom's voice was barely a whisper. Please, let us in. I didn't move. Didn't open the door wider. Why? Dad swallowed hard. We need to talk. Talk. Like when you called me selfish. Like when you spent my money behind my back. Sarah broke first, tears streaming down her cheeks. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it would get this bad. Didn't you? I leaned against the doorframe. You knew exactly what you were doing. All of you. Mom dropped to her knees, her hands clasped. Please. We've lost everything. The house, the car. Even the neighbors won't talk to us anymore. Because they know the truth. I crossed my arms. And now so do you. Dad's pride cracked. His voice broke. We were wrong. I was wrong. I thought you'd always be there. I didn't realize how much we were hurting you. I laughed. A cold, empty sound. You didn't care how much you were hurting me. You cared how much you could take from me. They stood in the rain, shivering, broken. And for the first time, I saw them for what they were. Not parents, not family, but desperate strangers. You used me, lied to me, made me your personal bank. I took a deep breath. But that's over. Please. Sarah stepped forward. We'll pay you back. Whatever you want. I already got my money. I nodded. The bank, the credit card, the car, it's all settled. And you're not getting another cent. They looked at me, stunned. Please, we'll do anything. Mom's voice was a choked sob. Just don't leave us. I didn't leave you. I leaned in, staring into her desperate, tear-filled eyes. You left me. The second you decided I was just your wallet. And now that's all gone. I didn't shut the door yet. I wanted them to feel it, the weight of everything they lost. Not just the money. Me. Go. Find someone else to use. Or better yet, learn how to survive without a victim. Wait. Dad tried to step forward, but I closed the door. Locked it. Their muffled cries, their desperate banging on the door, it all faded into silence. I walked to my window and watched as they finally turned and stumbled away, lost in the rain. And for the first time in years, I felt nothing. No guilt. No anger. No regret. Just peace. Silence became my new best friend. No more desperate calls. No more guilt-tripping texts. My mornings were peaceful, coffee in hand, watching the sun rise through my quiet apartment. The $30,000 I got back wasn't just money. It was freedom. One evening, I walked into a grocery store and saw him, Dad. Smaller, grayer, staring at a can of soup. Our eyes met, and his face went pale. He hesitated, then shuffled over. I know you probably hate me. You should. We used you. Treated you like a bank. I didn't think you'd ever leave. I didn't speak. I let the silence crush him. I thought I was teaching you to help family, but I was just taking. And now everything's gone. The house. Your mother's with Sarah, but they barely speak. No, you thought I'd always be a tool. And when I stopped, your world crumbled. Tears shimmered in his eyes. Can you ever forgive me? I don't know, but I won't be your victim anymore. He nodded, broken, and turned away, disappearing into the aisles. I finished my shopping, went home, and sat by the window, sipping my coffee, watching the city lights. They say family is everything, but I learned something better. Respect is everything. Trust is everything. And freedom is priceless.